An emotional night at the Zoning Board of Appeals. Details on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Thursday, October 11th, 2012. I'm Sarah Colvin. Homeless, Not Hopeless was before the ZBA last night, making an appeal following the building commissioner's denial of a building permit to make renovations to 22 Main Street in Hyannis. The appeal offered an opportunity for a public hearing on the matter, which occurred last night. Attorney Peter Freeman, representing Homeless, Not Hopeless, makes the case that the home will indeed serve an educational purpose.
So I keep stressing this because it's so important. I think it's too easy to fall into the false idea or the stereotype that, well, it looks like a house, it's just another group home, it's people who are off the street, it's just a way to get them off the street, who knows what happens. The cases are very clear. That's not a factor. If that's all it did, we wouldn't be here. But we do a lot more. We educate and train these folks, and we have a good success rate, which I will remind you again at the end. So I think everything that I've said in the cases that I've cited so far alone are sufficient to support the finding that we are bona fide, significantly educational, and primarily educational.
Homeless Not Hopeless President Bill Bishop talks about the organization's mission.
We're in the business of saving lives, and we've had an awful lot of success. If it wasn't for Homeless Not Hopeless, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. I lived in the woods for 10 years. I lost all my good morals. All the wonderful things that my mother and father taught me as a child. When you become homeless, you have no need for anything like that. You forget all about that kind of thing. Now, we don't, not only do we take homeless people into our homes, but we take people from shelters, other programs. We take people from Gosnell, we take people from the Miller House, we take them from the old TSS, which is closed now. We take them from High Point. These people are all dysfunctional people. Seriously dysfunctional. We have a lot of people that are mentally challenged, spiritually challenged, physically challenged. These are all the people that nobody else wants, to be honest with you. They have no other place to go. This program that we are running is so crucial. For a simple little example, I've seen people come into our home. We have one fellow right now living in our home who is totally illiterate, never went to school. He can't read or write. These are the type of people. Not all like that. We've got some college grads too. We got 4 of the girls in the girls' house on Ocean Street. They're going back to college this year. 3 of them have already started. We have a mixed bunch of people, and I'm grateful we do, because unlike a classroom setting, I'd consider the classroom the kitchen table, because this is where they all sit and help each other. And we are supervised 24/7. There is supervision on that property 7 days a week. Not like a school. They open at 8 in the morning, they close at 2:30 in the afternoon. Our schooling goes on as long as somebody's up. 2 people are talking, one's helping another one. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We're doing something here that everybody said we couldn't do. When we went into business back in 2007, 4 homeless people set that place up with a lot of help from some homeless advocates here on the Cape. And they said we couldn't do it. We were going to fall flat on our face. Well, surprise. We're going into our 5th year this year.
Neighboring residents did raise concerns about the plan during the public hearing.
I did want to express a concern. I do want Billy and his friends and colleagues to know that this concern I express is with a great bit of respect for what you do. I want you to know that, first and foremost. I also have given a large part of my life to helping people. I understand people fall on hard times and they need help. I've given my life to also reaching out and helping people, pulling them out of their hard circumstances and giving them a new life. And with that, I'm very familiar with the difficulties that poses. like I said, for what Billy's doing, I have respect for that. If it really is an 85% success rate, well, that's great. My only concern is there's still that 15% that live next door to me and my children. I say this, I'm very well acquainted with the difficulties of the things that, like, I guess what I'm saying.
The only thing that I was wondering is, we all know that Hyannis is a mecca, if you will, for homeless people. There's most of the ones that I know of don't come from around here even. They get bussed in from Worcester, a lot of different locations they come in from. So what I wondered, I think the program's wonderful, but I wonder if it would do better. There's already 3 locations here in Hyannis, right? Is that correct? I wonder if it would do better in another location. Therefore, we don't have so many services right here in Hyannis where all these other people are coming from in order to benefit from these services.
But many people spoke in support of the project, including this man who's benefited from being a part of Homeless Not Hopeless.
Whatever makes me up, I never thought I'd be ever coming up here, that's for sure. But I do know that Billy gave me a chance, you know. With my Corey, a lot of people don't want to give you a chance, you know. They think you're too violent, or, you know, you're going to get in trouble, or they don't want to hire you, or whatever. Billy gave me a chance, you know, and in the house that I'm in now is 10 times better than a halfway house, where they got all these rules and restrictions, and you got to go to this class. I didn't get nothing out of that, you know, and matter of fact, I resented it, if anything. And here with Billy, you know, we do our chores. I go to 3 meetings a day. I bang them out, and a couple other guys go there with me, you know, and we talk on the way to the meeting, on the way back from the meeting. You know, I'm very active in AA. I got a sponsor and all that, and if it wasn't for a guy like Billy that gave me that chance to be, I need to be left alone and be able to make my own decisions, you know. It's very easy to do it for a little while when you're told what to do, but when you make your own decisions, I'm in therapy, you know, counseling, take care of that childhood stuff. But I believe without a place like Homeless Not Helpless, I'd be homeless, because I was homeless before I started my journey. And I got like 8.5 months now, and it's the longest time I've had in probably 20 years, you know, and I really think you should give it a chance. Need more places like that. Anyways, thanks for your time.
And this woman who serves as house manager for one of the organization's homes, she speaks of the success of the women under her care.
5 women that live with me in my house. I have 4 that are going to be going to college this spring, and they're following my lead. I started back to school this fall, and they all see what I'm doing, and it's a process of people following people. And again, I have 5 women, and 4 of which are going to be going back to school this spring. All of my women have had to learn the basics. They've had to start from scratch. I don't know if you realize this, but this summer we had 28 homeless women in the shelter. That is a record. And every one of you have probably seen a homeless person and look the other way. We don't. We don't look the other way. We give somebody a helping hand. My women have learned how to go grocery shopping. They've had to learn how to clean, how to prepare meals. It starts with the basics, but we're willing to take them in where most places look the other way.
The Zoning Board of Appeals voted in favor of Homeless Not Hopeless. The project must go before a formal site plan review and again before the building commissioner before moving forward. You can watch last night's ZBA meeting in its entirety at town.barnstable.ma.us. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.